Welcome back, guys, to another Tressa Collectibles gameplay video. My name is Mike, and joining me today, as always, is
Randall, aka Shizukatz. What's going on?
back for Game 2 of our Nazarick Volume 2 content block. Still going to be featuring the Goldbar deck, the meta at Nazarick deck that you guys will expect to see with the level 1 Shaltir and the level 3 Ainz. On my end, I'm going to be playing a deck that is specifically built to ruin this guy's day.
Yes.
So, in the recent Hololive set, we do have a new Climax Combo for my favorite oshi, Hoshimachi Suisei.
Yeah, whoa, is that SSP? Whoa.
Whose Climax Combo is... I can choose to either give her the effect of burn, pay 1, discard 1, burn 2, or I send his entire stage to the memory, and then I can put them back on stage in any position I want. Now, this is powerful against Ainz in so many ways. One, any lingering effects that come from...
Yeah, like from the 1-1.
From the 1-1, like the Ainz not being reversible, can't be targetable. This effect does not target, it just sends all of his characters blanket to memory. When they come back, they do not have those lingering effects. Two, the 3-2 Ainz has markers. When a character leaves the stage, the markers go to waiting room, so he does not retain the goats anymore. And 3, I can just target all of his important stuff, drag his 1-1 to the front row, kill his Ainz, which are just base 9-5. And since the Suisei can come down at level 2 through the use of the level 0 Climax Combo, we're going to try to not let him play the game.
Alright, sounds fun.
So last game, we pitted the Nazarick deck against a, quote-unquote bad matchup, right? With the Slime, Double Shuna, playing around the Ainz markers.
Right.
This game, we are trying to hard counter. We just do not want that Ainz to resolve.
Yeah, and so we are back once again on the Chloe package.
Yes.
Running the Chloe level 1 with the Helpless as the resonance target. It's just so good. And but instead this time we decided to put the Suisei in just to kind of see how screwed I can get.
Yeah. So I guess we'll talk about how we chose the decks after the game, but we can talk about more about the Ainz deck in general in our post-game thoughts. But for now, we'll see how this game goes. Very, very bad matchup for Randall. We'll see how he can expertly navigate this situation here.
Well, new sleeves.
New sleeves.
This is
my favorite, one of my favorite visual novels.
Mahotsukai
no Yoru. Bushiro, please.
Very nice.
Make it an adaptation Weiss set for the upcoming movie. All right.
Okay, me first again. Let's see. Let's go with. I'm gonna ditch. Oh, I really want to ditch this too. I shouldn't though. We'll ditch 3.
Okay. Ooh, ditching the 1-0.
Ditching the 1-0.
All right. On our end, we'll pitch 4. Since we're going second, I don't think that Sword Brainstorm is too great here. We'll try to find more playables at level 0 that we can attack with.
Alright.
Okay.
Let's begin. Draw for turn. We're going to start by clocking a 1-1 event. Draw 2. Okay. We're going to start by playing Vampire Bride. Not exactly the card that is the most ideal turn 1, but in this case, by putting it in the center slot, if you want to play like Helpless or something, you gotta...
I gotta front it.
You gotta front it, yeah. So we will front attack, or we'll direct attack with our Vampire Bride for 2, and I will... Well, this should tell you a lot about what I drew.
I feel like I've deja vu'd. I think last game you went first. Triggered a door, first attack, salvage 3-2 Ainz.
Yeah, it should be pretty telling though what I drew into though, considering what I didn't salvage.
Yeah. Alrighty, draw for turn.
Go ahead.
Okay, that's a really nice draw. We don't have to worry about finding low plus anymore. So we'll clock Suisei. Draw 2. Okay. Alright, let's just smack him. In the face, repeatedly.
3 attackers?
3 attackers!
Oh no.
Alright, so let's start with a Chloe and 2 Helpless.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Yep.
This is looking like a gotta go fast kind of game.
Yes, I'm going to try to push as fast as possible. One other way to hit the Overlord player is just make sure they don't have time to set up. So we'll direct attack choice. Alright, Suisei. We only really need one copy, so we can get rid of the other one for the time being.
Take 2.
And then I'll front into that Vampire Bride. Yeah, for 1.
1, and I'll reverse you.
Okay. I'm 3-5 in the middle, so I am bigger. Direct attack for 2.
Take 2.
Okay.
Okay.
When sent to waiting room, I will activate Laplace's effect, pay 1, and choose a character in my waiting room. Put it into clock. On the bottom of clock to top check 2, add up to 2 characters.
Wow, you got Chloe.
Nice.
Wow. Alright, draw for turn.
Yep.
Oh, I need that later. We will start by clocking 3 to Ainz. And I'm actually going to level the only red here, which is the Shell tier. Draw 2. Okay. We're going to start with a drop search. Pay 1. Discard 1, and this is how we're going to get a Shell tier level 1 combo from our deck.
Really nice as well that the drop search allows you to pitch the Vampire Bride. You want it in your waiting room, so that can just give you more fuel.
Indeed. Okay, let's see what else can we play here. So we're playing a Shell tier for sure. We will play Level 0 Demiurge. We'll use his on-play effect to optional mill 3 and get through the deck a little bit. Okay. And I'll play a level 0 Shell tier Brainstorm. She has the effect where at the beginning of the Climax phase, if I have another Shell tier on board, which I do, I can look at the top card of my deck and I can either leave it there or send it to waiting room. So that's a great way to make sure that important cards like your 1/1 events aren't getting stuck at the bottom of your stock.
Yeah. In the previous game, your first attack of the level 1 turn did trigger one of those 1/1s, so that's something you want to try to avoid if possible.
Alright, so let's go ahead and go to Climax phase. So we'll check top, and we're going to send it to waiting room.
There it is!
And we'll play our Climax.
Yeah.
So let's start with a front attack with the Demiurge for 3.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, level. Alright, let's get... well, there's nothing in my hand that's red that I necessarily want to clock, but I do have a plus anyway, so... Alright, let's just get blue here. We can get red pretty easily.
Okay, next we will do a front attack with the Ainz for 2.
1, 2, 2's good.
And then finally a direct attack for 4.
Ooh, hopefully cancel this. 3, 4. I do not cancel this.
Ooh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you asked for the fast game, not me.
We are speeding through this game. Alright.
So with the Shell tier's Climax combo, at the end of attack, if the slot across is either empty or has a reversed character, I can salvage 1. I will grab the 3/2 Ainz.
Okay.
And then I will send her to memory as well, and she comes back at the start of my next turn.
Okay. Alright, so both the Chloe and the Plus have on death effects, and I can activate them in any order I choose. So the question is, do I want to activate this Plus at all? I didn't cancel any of that. I'm 0 out in wait room, so I should have a very high density of climaxes in my deck right now. Using the Plus here doesn't really do anything. As long as I can draw 1 climax, I will have everything I need for my game, so I will not use the Plus. Let's just use the Chloe on death. Discard a character to search my deck for either the level 3 Plus or the level 0 Louis backrow. And that'll be that.
Okay, so I'm assuming you have a plus in hand, because if you don't, there's 2 in your clock, and that would be kind of...
Yeah, I have one. In this particular list, since we are running 1 choice, and 1 cheeky choice, we're running 3 Plus here.
Otherwise, you would have been just running 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Draw for turn.
What does the Koyori do again?
So the Koyori is a pretty cool card. It's an assist, level assist, and then startup, rest yourself, and resonate with the Laplace. Choose one of opponent's characters, they get -1k, and then during that card's battle, they can't use backup or events.
Oh, okay.
Or actually, only backup. Only backup.
No backup, yeah. Neat. Anti-rest counter.
Okay, no clock.
No clock, okay.
We'll start with a Louis. And then... Let's see. Order of operations. I want to try to see. Should I Hololive event first or Resonant first? Do I want to take out a Climax before I top track 3? I'm not sure. Alright, let's just do this first. Alright. I'm not going to mill 3 Climaxes. Okay.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. And Resonate, 3/2 low plus. Top check 3, up to 3, and add 1 Hololive character.
Or Hololive.
Or Hololive character.
Man, if she only grabbed Hololive,
that would be a lot worse. Alright, there's a couple of really good cards that I can get here. Hopefully. Alright,
oh, that's one of them.
Is one of them. Okay, next we'll play 2 Chloe's, and then we'll play the Hololive event, Secret Society X. I can only play this if I have 3 or more Hololive characters. But then I get to search my deck for any Climax and add it to my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll give one of my characters 2k for the turn, and I'll just give it to the Chloe.
I forgot this even did that.
Me too. I think I read the card. Okay.
Yeah, reading the card explains the card.
Mm-hmm. And I do need to pay out that... Actually, no I don't.
That's a Suisei.
That's a Suisei. I don't need to do anything. Do I have a Chloe in here? I don't think I do. I do not.
It would be the 4th if you did.
Yeah. Okay, what I will do though is play level 0 Mio just for her on play top track 2 effect, so that I can have knowledge of what my Chloes are potentially stocking or not stocking. This is fine. Okay, we'll have it stick like that.
Is it 00?
It's not. Okay. We'll play 1k1.
Yes.
Alright, so let's start with a front here.
Yeah, so my level 0 Ainz does have an ability when he gets reversed that would allow me to potentially grab a new card.
Yeah, so I want him to have that decision sooner rather than later, because he has less information right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll front. Climax Combo Resonate that I have the 3/2 plus, salvage any character from my hand or waiting room. Grab a Suisei.
Mm-hmm.
And then reveal top. If it's a level 1 or higher, send a stock.
Hey, Chloe.
And then trigger, salvage.
Okay.
And with this, I will grab a Sora Brainstorm.
Sure. Can I check waiting room?
Yeah.
Let's see. How many cards do you have in your hand?
Currently 5.
Okay.
And then, furthermore, when I trigger a Climax, I'll use Louis' effect to put a character, or any card, underneath her as a marker. I don't think this particularly matters, but actually I think I'll put a Suisei under here, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
I want to grab her later.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so this is for 2.
1, 2, cancel. And then I'll use my on reverse effect, clock the top card of my deck.
Yep.
And look it up to 2, add a level 1 or lower character or an event of any level.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll look 1.
Ooh!
That's a pretty good event.
If you have the 1/1, that's just a free salvage anything.
Down to go 1 more. All right, we'll take the event.
Acceptable.
Okay.
Acceptable.
Yes.
Okay. And direct for 3.
1, 2, 3. Take 3.
Okay. And front, Climax Combo, salvage. What do we want here? I think another Louis for insurance is but I already have Sora for next turn. There's really nothing else here that is super useful. I'll grab Raining.
Sure.
And then top check. Oh, my cards. Well, this waiting room is still the same waiting room, so
This is going to bring you to how many cards in hand?
full hand.
Okay.
Alright, we'll grab Louis after all.
Okay. For 2.
For 2.
Cancel.
Okay.
Well, I canceled twice. I think I know what I'm doing this turn.
I'm
All right.
gonna draw cards and draw cards and draw cards.
So Sheltiers comes back.
Yep.
Draw for turn. Can I check your waiting room, please? Where are the Suisei climaxes? Man, I have consideration to not play into this Suisei combo, but that's no fun. Alright.
Play however you feel like playing.
Let's clock this.
Okay.
I'm not in any urgent need for any specific card from my waiting room, so I'm just going to clock this and just trade it in for 2 new cards. Okay.
I get to draw 2 new cards, Yug.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna draw some cards.
Oh, all right. It's time.
So with the level 1 Sheltier, up to 3 times per turn, I can clock a Vampire Bride from my waiting room to draw a card. Draw a card.
It's that easy.
Draw a card. Level up.
Yes.
Oh, I don't want to level this, but see ya.
Yep.
Actually,
you can level the goat.
I can level the goat. This card is so bad in this matchup. Draw a card.
Yes. Want to do it again?
Let's see. I'm out. Okay. I mean, of course I'm going to do it again, because I can just heal it off.
Exactly.
All right.
So, up to 3 times.
One more time.
Imagine if that didn't have up to 3 times. You just like clock, level, clock.
That would be so silly. Because the thing is that like if you're at like 1-4 or 1-5, and you clock 3, and then they fall into waiting room, and then you could reclock all of them.
You literally will just have like 12 cards in hand.
Yeah. Wait, how many cards do I have? 10 cards in hand.
All right. So, yeah.
Close enough. All right. What's the last climax? Goldbar. So I'm pretty down to keep the deck like this. If I attack 3 times and I miss, there's a Goldbar in my deck.
That you cancel with.
And if I hit the Goldbar, then I've got 2 cards left in the deck. I'm pretty down to... Oh, wait, I can just mill a card with the Sheltier.
Hey!
Okay, we're Bing Chiling. Actually, wait, hold on. No, I don't need to play this. All right, so we're going to play level 0 Ainz. We're going to use his act ability. If I'm at level 2 or higher, I can pay 1, sack himself, discard a card, to summon a 3/2 Ainz from my hand.
Yes.
And we will complete our board with 1 more Sheltier.
Many Shelters.
Many Sheltiers. Okay. So I don't know if you have anti-change counter or not. I can definitely front with the Ainz on the first attack.
Yeah. Level 1 Hololive does not have any anti-change. It's only level 2.
And then after that... You know what? Hold on. Should I hedge against you not having Suisei combo? I'm like so sure you're going to have Suisei combo. Alright, we'll hedge. You can have my brainstorm.
Okay.
So we'll hedge on you not having it. This should go here because, as I mentioned in the previous video, if you have the 1/1 Ainz using his effect to make Ainz unreversible during the opponent's next turn, then you don't really need to put the level assist behind him. You can put him behind other things. All right, I'm just gonna hope you don't have it. We're playing right into it. That's the whole point of having you play this deck.
Let's see some interactions.
All right, interaction. I will play the Climax Combo.
Yes.
Ainz says I heal 1, and then I choose one of 3 abilities. The one that I'm going to be choosing is markering a bunch of these guys.
A bunch of those guys. 4 of those guys.
4 of those guys. 4 goats underneath. Yes. And then if Ainz somehow manages to not lose the markers...
then I will lose my board.
Then, yeah, your board's dead. All right,
Look at that fact stack.
We will also use Ainz ability. I choose one of my 3/2 Ainz when I play the Climax. I give it 4,500 power for the turn, and then during your next turn, he is both untargetable, and both Ainz and the character across from it cannot be reversed in battle. And the point of the opponent's character not being reversed is so that it prevents anti-change bombs.
Yeah.
So they can't reverse themselves. All right, let's go into attacks. I'm going to front attack with the Ainz for...
Oh, did you want to do this?
Oh, yeah, I need to do that before
Okay,
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So I would have needed to do that before all of that. That's my bad. But, yeah, so we'll mill that.
Yeah, that makes your deck a lot better, because if you trigger Goldbar, you only have 1 card left in the deck.
Yeah. And God, I hope I trigger Goldbar. God. All right, we will front attack here for large for 2.
Okay. 1, 2, cancel.
Ooh, a cancel. Okay. With Sheltier 1/0's effect, when I reverse one of your characters, I can give one of my characters 1,500 power. I will give it to the Sheltier, and now that you're not at level 2, I can front you again.
Yes.
So we will front. Actually, can I check the waiting room real quick, please? Okay. So we will front attack here. This is going to be for 2, 2.
Okay, 1, 2, level. All right, now we do need red. So let's get Chloe.
Yeah, Chloe.
I can level that. Chloe.
All right, we'll give power to the middle shell tier, but we're not going to front. We're going to side attack it. So
now that I'm level 2.
Now you're level 2. You could potentially anti-change me. Trigger Goldbar. No, for 2.
Okay, 1, 2. 2's good. All right.
All right, Dozo. Do your worst.
Shimasu.
Do your worst.
Draw for turn. All right. Let's play some card games. So I have 1 Climax left in my deck if I am counting correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 1 left in deck. Do I just want to leave that there and do nothing with my deck? Or shall I try to mill it with a brainstorm? I think unlike Randall, I don't necessarily need to have multiple consecutive climaxes. And probably would rather just try to refresh well. So maybe... On the other hand, if I do just leave it, I could potentially not trigger it, and maybe refresh 8.
And you did not clock, right?
I am... Yeah, I'm not clocking. No clock.
Yeah.
Let's see. How are we going to spend our stock? We need to spend 3 stock to pay out all our climaxes. Suisei Combo is 1 stock. Takane is 1 stock. Another Louis can be 1 stock. I guess playing over Mio, technically. No, that's not very efficient. Alright, you know what? We're gonna start here. With a Resonate.
Reveal. Reveal.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, he didn't
Oh, my
have
anti-change
it.
counter.
Wow. Surely you don't need that anymore.
Alright, we'll just stay there.
Surely you don't need that anymore. Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Alright. And then... Woo. How do we want to pay out this first trigger? Kind of annoying.
You could not.
True. But I will.
Okay.
Alright. Let's do another one.
Okay.
Alright, at this point I just want to try to mill out the climax. So.
Right. It's the bottom.
Okay. It's got.
Wait, did you not have the 0 already?
I it's fine. It's fine. No, I could get there because I have Raine. But this makes it so I don't have to play Raine, I guess. I'll grab Suisei.
The 3?
The 3.
Okay, so you're gonna play the. So you are gonna play the Raine.
Yeah.
Then.
So I'll play Raine.
Yes.
I'll play discard a card. Discard. I'll discard Matsuri Stock Swap. Summon the level 0 Suisei right there, or right. It doesn't really matter.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
Your board state doesn't matter because you get to change my board state.
Yeah. Okay, that was Cards of Climax. Unfortunate. I guess I could brainstorm. It's not too bad. Alright, yeah, let's brainstorm. So we'll brainstorm with Sora. And going back 6, missing 2 Suisei Climaxes.
Yep. The 1 in hand and the 1 right there.
And I also had a mind to just have the Sora on the board anyways, because it'll protect my 3-2 Suisei. When a Gen 0 in my front row goes to waiting room, I can sack it to bring it back. And I guess 3k crossbones. So
Yes.
gotta protect Sweet-chan. Refresh point. Finish milling. Oh god. 3, 4. Alright. We'll grab... Grab Anya.
Okay.
Alright, Climax Combo time!
Yes.
Hiya!
Yes.
So when I play Comet, the level 0 has a Climax Combo. If I am level 2 or higher, I'll pay 1 and send Suisei to the waiting room to summon 3/2 Suisei from my hand.
Yes.
And then Suisei's on play heal. And then I will activate Suisei's effect. And then I'll give 2k to...
Depends on what you want to kill.
Let's see. So this is killing the Ainz. Yeah, 2k Suisei.
Sure.
When I play the Climax.
Sure.
And then activate the wipe.
Yes. So these
Go to memory.
all go. These fall into waiting room.
And then now they come back in any positions of my choosing. So we'll do it like that.
Oh, I get to keep this? All right, bet.
Now you keep that. I don't want you to have a brainstorm.
Okay.
You can keep clocking yourself.
Okay, bet.
All right, and now we get to attack.
Yes.
So let's start with Suisei front. This is 13k.
Mm-hmm.
4/4.
Cancel.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, I knew that Climax is there. Should have attacked with something else.
You knew which Climax was there?
I knew you had a Climax there.
Oh.
Which is why I should have attacked with something else.
Oh, mine. Yeah.
Alright, tap.
All right. And I refreshed with all of the other ones.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright. And now front, on attack, Rene will give 1k to Mio.
Mm-hmm.
This is for 2.
Cancel.
And then front for 2.
Take 2.
Alright.
All right.
Here go.
Draw for turn. All right, so now we need to work to reassemble. Let's start by... So I have a Shalt here. Let's start by clocking Mare, and then I'll just draw a gate. I didn't draw a gate. But man, that would have been funny. All right, so your Suisei's 11? No, 10.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I can kill that easily. We will move Shalt here. We'll play level 0 Ainz. We'll redevelop a 1/1 Ainz.
He's back.
And then we will play a 2/1 Yuri. So Yuri has 3 effects. The first of all, if I have a full board, she gets plus 6k.
Mm-hmm.
So she's 11k right now. If I have 2 or more other characters when I play her, I get to draw 2. And if I do, I discard 2.
Mm-hmm.
And we will discard these 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then also on play, if I have a full board, I get to stock 1. We'll go ahead and stock this Ainz. We're not really using this anymore.
What a powerful card.
This card's so good. This card's in other sets too. This card's in Data Live. Okay. All right. I'm gonna hit myself.
Okay.
And I'm gonna draw a gate. That's not a gate.
Door.
All right. Oh, door. All right. True. Okay.
Well, after all those cards,
Yeah.
unlucky.
That means I'm gonna trigger some climaxes right now, I guess. All right, and then when I reverse one of your characters, I'll be able to use Shaltier's effect in order to snowball the power to my other character so that I can kill your entire board.
Yeah.
So we'll start with the Shaltier, swinging for 1 at 6k.
6/5?
Six.
6/6, yeah.
6k.
Yeah.
For 2.
Sure. 1, 2, cancel.
And then we'll give 1500 power to the Ainz.
Yeah.
We'll swing front for 1, 2.
He's good.
We'll give 1500 power to the Yuri, so this is 12-5, fronting for 1.
Cancel.
Okay, over to you. I didn't trigger climax. What? Hello? Hello?
Right. When Suisei is sent to waiting room, I will use the Sora and I'll bring her back, and then she gets 3k until the end of my turn.
Yeah.
And then Mio on death. Do I want to drop Surge? Not in particular. Okay.
Okay.
Stand and draw.
I am suspiciously well compressed right now.
Alright. I do want to climax though. I want to keep doing fun stuff.
No,
So,
no, stop.
I really want fun stuff too.
What happened to? I don't need to do the combo multiple turns in a row. What happened to that?
But I really want to do fun stuff. I am already 3 pants though, which is unfortunate.
So you need a Climax plus Climax Swapper then.
Yeah. Or I can just work with any of the other Climaxes. Those are probably decent as well. Let's see. Alright, let's clock a Rene. Draw 2. We want to see one of those horizontal cards. Okay. Alright, well, that is just perma 11k. Kind of annoying.
You're 13. What?
But I don't want to attack with the Suisei if I don't have to.
You want to save it for
I kind of want to save it,
for
yeah.
the level 3 turn, right?
Yeah. And you know what? This is fine, though. Okay. So, I'm going to play Rene. As always, what an MVP for this deck.
Both these Rene cards are just so good, man.
And discard Anya. Summon Chloe.
Okay.
And since there's really nothing in here currently that is of good value, I will activate Louis' effect, sending the marker underneath her to Wadron to give one of my characters 1 soul, and I'll give it to Rene.
Yeah, so this is like, in case you trigger a door, you can salvage that.
Yeah, I'll just salvage the Suisei off of Climax Combo here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you have combo. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. You summoned Chloe. Okay.
Alright, let's go into attack. 1k1.
Okay, I'm going to use the effect of this guy.
Yep.
We're going to pay 1, clock myself. I'm going to reuse that draw 2, ditch 2.
And then especially since these are juicy directs against these 3 soul beaters, you're going to probably cancel a good amount.
Surely I'll cancel.
Surely! Alright, let's start with the Suisei first. Direct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.
1, 2, cancel.
Okay, and then direct with Rene. Choice. Okay. I'll choice to stock the Koyo counter, and then give a marker for Louis. And here I don't think it really matters. But put the level 0 Suisei here. And this is for 4.
1, 2, 3. Oh no.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh. Spaghetti-O. We'll level Fuka here.
Okay.
Because I might want those vampires. Maybe.
Alright. And then front. So here, the chances of me actually getting the Suisei combo next turn is fairly low. I also triggered my 1 choice just now, so I don't have the darkness combo either. Well, plus darkness. So I think in order to widen my options for the following turn, I'm going to grab a drop search. And then reveal top, goes to stock, and trigger for 2.
1, 2. Are you serious?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Alrighty, here we go.
Draw for a turn. Well, I can't really afford to clock here now, can I? So we will not clock. Let's start with level 0 Shalt here, and I'm gonna brainstorm. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I milled the 3-2. I wanted that. There is 1 valid target left.
Oh no.
This is no bueno. Or actually, this might be bueno. Actually, this is pretty bueno.
Wait, how did that change that quickly? Alright, I'm looking forward to the plays.
Okay. Alright, so for sure I'm playing this. Pay 2. I'll play Yuri.
Oh.
I will draw 2 cards.
Yes.
Okay. I will discard 2 cards. I will stock 1 from Waiting Room. It doesn't matter what. I will play Goats.
For free.
For free, because of my 1/1.
What a good package.
And then I will give 1k. Doesn't matter. Right there.
Okay.
And then we will play the guy.
Big bone guy. Number 2.
I don't heal. Yeah.
Yeah. Heal on Climax placement.
Yeah. Okay, we're playing with fire. Do I want to go for burn ones and just try to kill you? How many are you out?
I am out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in waiting room. Trigger the choice.
Oh, you're dead.
I may be dead.
You're dead. Okay. All right. Let's play. I'm gonna put this over here because I'm gonna give the buff
Protect
here.
this. Yeah.
Yeah. 1k1. I will use the effect of this to give the buff here. I will use the effect of this, heal 1, and I will choose one of the other abilities that I have to choose from, which is burn 1 and gain 2k. Burn 1.
Sure, you don't want some goats?
I'm sure.
All right, burn 1. No! I'm so dead.
Burn 1, gain 2k.
Level. Ah!
Oh, spaghetti.
Oh, meatballs.
Oh, all the spaghetti. Okay.
Marinara, lasagna.
Front attack for 3.
I'm dying. He's good. Suisei is reversed.
Yes. Yes!
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
Going back the other 7.
Yep. Alright, let's hope that he triggers for 4 and I cancel on 4. Or actually no, I hope he triggers. I'll take the 3 and then top deck cancel his side for 1. I'm coping right now.
Front.
Yes.
3.
1, 2, 3 cancel. Oh.
Front.
No trigger. No whammies.
How many triggers are even in my deck? There's 1, 2.
So you run the aura.
So 3 of these are out.
The mare. 2 more of these.
Mare's in the deck. 2 more of these. 2 more of these. Just hit. No.
Is it?
It was a door.
Ah, okay.
For 2.
2. I'm alive.
Do your worst.
All right. What is my worst? If I 3-stock Suisei, I can't even clock next turn. Climax Swapper's here. No. I'm gonna 3-stock.
Okay. All 8 back.
Yep. Draw for turn. So how in the good diddly do am I going to find any climax here? I don't think I can. I can't clock.
Yeah, you just can't.
Oh!
Oh?
I can find a climax, but it doesn't combo with any of my finishers.
Oh, you have Anya.
I can drop search Anya.
Okay.
Alright, well that sounds pretty good to me. You gotta swing for those 3/3/3s.
No.
Refresh point.
How many 3s can you make? You have to spend 3 stock for...
Hiya!
Oh!
Oh! No. Okay,
Oh,
alright. Okay, so I think I want to try using the Louis to find Anya first, because I can use the Mio to guarantee my triggers. If I play the Mio first and drop search,
then you have to
will
search
then
for
have
that.
to use Anya later. So I'll see if I can.
Well, hold on. Do you have a 2-soul beater in your hand?
Yeah.
Then, like, wouldn't it just be better
To just play Mio?
play Mio, and then play Anya, and then just play the 2-soul beater, and then just you guaranteed have three swings? Because if you go with the other line,
Oh sure, but like, for, go on.
like if you go for the other line, you're paying 1 stock for Louis, 1 stock for Mio, 2 stock for Anya, and then you don't have a guaranteed 2-soul beater. You don't have a guaranteed third 2-soul beater.
1 stock for Louis, 1 stock for Mio, 2 stock for. Oh, that's true. That's true. So like, I would be relying on the triggers from. Like,
Yeah, and then if you like Mio top check 2, and well, okay, if you even hit. Wait.
So I can Mio drop surge.
If you hit Anya, then
So you're saying it's just better to guarantee that I have 3 souls, and if I trigger more, then so be it.
yes.
Okay, yeah, I agree. Play Mio. Drop search. By Matsuri. Alright, so this, despite me going back, this shuffle will matter. Because I have the opportunity to use Mio to get rid of any triggers in my deck. If I see the top check 2.
What you can do is you can get rid of any triggers in the top 2 right now. Yeah. All right, I'll tap.
Okay, so top check 2. Out of here. Alright, and I'll play.
Wait, this deck had 2 monsters in it?
I'll play Anya, and on play, pay 1, discard. Goodbye, Suisei. Grab a door.
Alright, easiest triple cancel of my career.
Okay. Then switch on.
Yes.
Heal. Use the marker to give Anya 1 soul. This is the one that can't be reversed, right?
Yep.
Okay. So we'll.
These are both 11.
They're both 11. Okay. Right, 11. Okay. Well, one of them is tying, so. It is what it is. 1k1. Ikuzo, front. This is the one where the battle does not matter. For 3.
1, 2, cancel.
Okay, Peko. Front, really large.
Yes.
For 4.
1, 2, 3, cancel.
Whoa! And front, we're tied here. For choice. Oh god. Choice to stock. Suisei to stock. For 3.
1, 2, 3. Ah!
It was not even close.
You already know what I was gonna do if I lived that. I'm clocking. I'm 3 stocking this. I'm going for this again. Yeah.
Burn 1. Oh man. Honestly, all things considered, very good follow-up after, the obviously very telegraphed, you're gonna do your Ainz thing, I'm gonna do my Suisei thing to answer your Ainz thing. What do you do after that? And you had quite a good recovery, I think, all things considered.
Yeah, I took so much damage last turn though, dude. Oh my god.
Considering how compressed you were, yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. Quite unfortunate.
I clocked 1 and then I took like 9 straight or something. I took a lot straight.
Yeah. But we did the thing. We got to show the thing where we take your board and just fling it off.
Yep.
All those little goats going back into the waiting room.
Yep.
Rearranging the board however I want to.
Yeah, but I got to use the goat on the following deck rotation.
You did. You got to salvage.
Salvage the Ainz for free. Yes.
What goes around comes around.
Yes.
In the end. But yeah, if that was any other deck, you could definitely imagine a world where, for example, like, oh, he got 4 markers, I can't answer his Ainz. The following turn, he combos again, and goodbye board.
Yeah.
So, that is just the potentially scary part about the Ainz package.
What I was actually thinking about in this matchup was I could side your whole level 1 board and then leave you at 1, but you went straight to 1/6, so I couldn't even do that.
I was loving the damage. I was like, nom. Turn 2, 1/6.
Yeah. There was actually another interaction that we didn't get to show in this game that involves the level 0 Ainz or the bell that has the same effect from Danmachi. So, when Suisei blinks the board, so start of attack phase, both of these activate at the same time.
Yeah.
Right? So when Suisei, let's say this is on my board, right?
Yeah.
Let's say this is on my board, you send all my board to memory, you bring all my board back, whatever, right? I actually can't resolve this effect. Because the cost of the effect is I pay 1, clock 1, return this card to hand. This is not this card anymore.
This card is not this card. He is not him anymore.
Yeah, because when a card leaves zones, and when it leaves to go to memory and comes back, it's not treated as the same card anymore. Just like how when you send a card to waiting room and bring it back for encore, it's not treated as the same card.
Yes.
So in this case, it goes to memory, and it is now another card.
It is so... It makes sense, but at the same time, it's so mind-boggling that this card, when they refer to this card, is not this card anymore.
Yeah, even though it's very clearly it's the card.
Like Ainz just had an identity crisis. Like, who am I? I am not me. I cannot activate effect.
Yeah. So that's a very funny interaction. When I had the board like this, if you had the Climax combo and you were able to rearrange the board, that actually would have messed me up because I wouldn't have been able to put this back into my hand and try to reuse it on a following turn. But yeah, that's a very interesting interaction that it has with Suisei. Yeah, pro tip: when you play against Suisei, don't go for the early play. Just don't do it. Just play for heal 1, burn 1.
Like, I guess like if you have so much advantage that you got from like clocking yourself a bunch of times with the Vampire Bride, you could like just heal 1, burn 1, and also heal 1, burn 1, and then just push damage that way. It is still a level 3 swing store bunch, but committing to the markers. We did it for a show here, but realistically, if you were the Overlord player, unless you're absolutely certain that they're not Suisei combo next turn, you should just burn.
Yeah,
not worth it.
I mean, like I would even consider just not early playing. Like, I would consider maybe playing for stock compression. You can get your advantage via Vampire Brides instead of using stock. Like
just keep playing Door.
Keep playing the Door Climax. Keep playing the Yuri. This is just like such a good card.
Yeah.
Like this card being able to dig for other things you need. Like it could dig you for your rest counter. It can dig you for the climaxes. It can dig you for the event, which can convert into literally anything in your waiting room, which is super strong.
Yeah. So it's like if you really wanted to, just like if you see an opportunity where they're really vulnerable, you could still go for the Ainz with the burn one. But otherwise, you can just go for Plan B. You gotta identify that maybe this deck has the counter to your Plan A game plan. Know how to do a Plan B game plan. If you just go with the you're just autopiloting what you always do against literally every other matchup, you will feel the burn here.
Yeah, that's just kind of like a thing with this deck in general, though, because this deck is like probably one of the highest skill cap decks that
the micro decisions
that you pilot. There's just so many different decisions that you can make over the course of a single game, and it's a lot of fun and it's very rewarding to play. But like,
it's like when things are going well for the Nazarick player, the Overlord player, the person on the opposite end, it just feels so bad to kind of know what's coming and then try to counter it just by maybe like pushing really aggressively early on, and then like you said, you see the cancel for 3 and they're like, all right, Vampire, like 10 cards in hand, double Ainz, like marker, and then it's just the inevitable is coming. So
yeah. Like there's no worse feeling than when Nazarick like double cancels at late 1, and then you're just like, oh no. Yeah.
So for our deck choices, this is going to be the last time in this content block that we are going to feature the Ainz deck. The reason why we wanted to show off the decks we did was because these are kind of like the two main kind of decks that can counter Ainz. A lot of other decks don't have the ability to make their entire board hexproof or get rid of the markers, right? So what are you supposed to do when you're playing a normal deck, right? So for example, one of the kind of quote-unquote weaknesses of the Ainz deck is that it's very telegraphed, right? They're always going to do that same game plan. So something that you can do is, if you have a deck that is just very self-sufficient, you don't need to rely on reverses at level 1, for example, to gain advantage. You have a good way of just highly compressing your deck really quickly, and then most importantly, you have a way to rebuild your board and keep up in resources after they wipe your initial board, right? So maybe keep in mind that you want to have like an extra brainstorm to try to recoup that, or maybe have some climax ways to gain advantage through like your front row attackers after that, something like that. And then
one thing that I think is actually really underrated is not letting them go to 2. Like if it just so happens that they're canceling so well that they're at like 1-2. And they can't like clock for turn triple Vampire. That's another thing. You do want to be keeping track of how many Vampire Brides are in their waiting room, so you have an idea of how much they can hit themselves. If they aren't able to hit themselves to 2, you can delay them going to 2 so that it's after their first refresh, and then all of the goats are no longer in their waiting room because they refresh the deck. And then that can become a pretty sticky situation for the Nazarick player, where now they have to go through an entire new deck cycle to get these goats into their waiting room to use them for the Ainz.
And perhaps their hand was already all set up for their level 2 game, but then if they have a bunch of like 3/2 Ainz and like the level 0 Ainz, these are all cards that they don't necessarily want to play at level 1. The level 0s, if they can help it. If they do, like if they are forced to attack with them just because they're stuck at level 1, then you'll just get a lot of free advantage because like they're 500 power. Right. So as unintuitive as it might sound, right? If you do identify a scenario where you can keep them at level 1 just by passing at level 1, that can benefit you a lot more, and hurt them a lot more than it hurts you. So, by understanding how the Overlord deck functions, I think that is the best way you can play around it. As much as their own decisions matter, your decisions on interacting with them in terms of their damage situation also can matter quite a bit. So, despite how oppressive I think this deck can seem just on surface level when you see like the high roll situations and like everything going well and it's very interactive, the interactivity doesn't come from like the 3-2, it comes from dealing with the rest of the game in terms of, you know, the resource situation and all that stuff.
Because by the time the 3-2's there, you've done all you can. Like there's literally nothing you can do about it. It's unless you have an exact out like Suisei.
Yeah.
If you don't have an out, he's gonna be there. You're gonna lose your board. You need to know what to do after that. So there's a lot to know about the matchup from both sides.
Yeah,
for sure.
But I think this is one of the coolest decks in the game. Honestly, it's uninteractive, but not in a way that's I think really unhealthy, because it does come down after several turns, right? And you do have ways to play around it, and it is very telegraphed, so it's not the end all be all.
Yeah, and it's also a very like Blood Knight playstyle where they are going into this matchup knowing that they are going to hit themselves for a ton of cards, and they are just going to pray that they don't get absolutely annihilated after they clock themselves 3 times.
Yeah, because it's not like this deck necessarily like compresses super hard on, you know, its first deck rotation. If anything, oftentimes you want to hit level 2 on your first deck rotation. So you want to. So like first deck is obviously the most RNG rotation because you have a lot of non-climaxes to climaxes. So you can definitely just like potentially slam your opponent, especially when they're playing those bells and then bouncing them back. You're like slamming to like, all right, you're at 1-5, 1-6 now. You're not really quite ready because you still want to play Shalltier combo. And then next turn you play a climax again, and then you're like, all right, I'm at 2-5, 2-6 now.
Yeah, like that is one definite weakness of the one, well, not weakness, but like something that like this deck really hates is when they bounce the Ainz and they get hit with the Danmachi special.
It's the Danmachi special, man. You're gonna +2, but you're gonna take 10.
Yeah. Speaking of one other thing about this card that we didn't mention in the last video, which was the Tensura matchup, but the level 0 Shuna Brainstorm is actually a really good card into this particular matchup because you have the ability to snipe the Ainz off the board with the -500. So that's another good card. In Nazarick itself, we do have access to the same Brainstorm, being the level 0 Shalltier. So that is another Brainstorm that some people...
you meant Shuna for slime, right?
Did I say Shalltier?
I think you mentioned Shalltier first.
Okay, they both start with sh. Like,
yeah, the sh.
The level 0 Shuna Brainstorm in Tensura and the level 0 Shalltier Brainstorm in Nazarick.
Yeah, the pink-haired support character in their respective series.
Yeah, which can sometimes be run alongside or over the Search Brainstorm. It's also another great way to snipe the level 0 Ainz off of the board.
Yep. But yeah, hopefully our discussion and gameplay these past 2 matches have given you guys a lot of information about the deck. Obviously, we have the deck profile feature as well to teach you guys the very basics of the game and how the deck functions. Hopefully, with this information at your disposal, you are more prepared to go into the upcoming regional season, ready to face off against this very, very spooky deck. But until next time, we do have another Overlord gameplay video featuring the 8 standby Albedo deck. A lot of Albedo fans are very happy that Albedo got a bunch of new cool cards to play with. So stick around for that. We're going to show that off next. Until then, this has been Mike and Randall on the Tressa's Collectibles channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
All right, bye.
Bye.